Bun Cha is one of those dishes that I can never get enough of. And today I'm going to be putting a modern twist on a classic Vietnamese dish.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. Today I'm going to be making one of my all-time favorite dishes, Bun Cha, but I'm going to be adding a little modern twist to it. Now, on my channel, I do have a few sausage making videos, and I'm going to use those techniques to maximize the juiciness of these little pork meatballs. It's gonna elevate this dish even more, and I can't wait to show you guys this recipe. Let's get started.
And as usual, all the ingredients will be linked in the description box down below. Grab yourself 1 pound of ground pork and add in about 3 tablespoons of shallots, 3 tablespoons of garlic. Don't use that jarred stuff, that's nasty. About 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce, fish sauce, and I'm using turbinado sugar. I believe darker sugar opposed to white sugar gives a better depth of flavor. Just mix everything around, and here comes my modern twist. I'm using dry milk powder as a binder and then adding some water. This is gonna make for a very juicy meatball. And this is where the sausage making technique comes. You wanna stir this around to get nice protein extraction. What does that mean? It means that your pork mix will be nice and sticky. Now for consistent results, use an ice cream scoop. Eventually you will be flattening these out to make nice patties, but don't do that one by one. Just scoop them all, and then when you're done with them, go back and then flatten them all out. And then once you're done with that, wrap this up, put it in the refrigerator while we work on our pork secreto. Now, traditionally this dish is made with pork belly, but I wanted a modern upgrade. I'm using pork secreto, which is a cross between like a skirt steak and a ribeye cap, but it eats like wagyu. To portion these out into individual portions, I'm gonna slice it with the grain, and then when we serve it, cut against the grain. We're gonna season the secreto the exact same way. Oyster sauce, fish sauce, sugar, the rest of our shallots, the rest of our garlic, black pepper, little hit of MSG, and then massage all those flavors into the meat. Now I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of water. This is gonna soak up all that liquid and make this secreto even more juicy. Next up, we'll be working on some quick Vietnamese pickles. I have some daikon here that I'm going to slice and cut into quarters. Slice this up. They're gonna match the size of these carrot coins that I had in the fridge. Lightly salt them, let them sit for about 10 minutes. Our pickling liquid will be 120 grams of water and vinegar, equal parts, 60 grams of sugar, 6 grams of salt. Rinse the vegetables after 10-15 minutes and pour the liquid over it, and you have your pickles. Now for our broth. 3 cups of water, 1/4 cup sugar, 1/4 cup of fish sauce, give it a stir, and you're done. In Vietnam, this dish is traditionally cooked over coals, but if you have gas, it's okay. Need 1 hot side, 1 cold side. Now don't work directly over the coals like I did. You're gonna burn your arm. I eventually switched. I'm gonna cook these about 5-6 minutes over indirect heat because I don't want to cook these aggressively initially. I want to keep all the juices on the inside. Now, once it starts to look like that, or when you get to an internal temperature about 155, then we can start caramelizing them over the direct heat. This way, it's gonna prevent them from burning, and it's gonna give them a very nice smoky flavor. And then I'm gonna set these on the side to keep warm while I grill the secreto. Again, I won't cook these over direct heat right away. And then you wanna go and cook these like a skirt steak, flipping every so often so you don't overcook and don't burn these guys. I'm going for a medium well cook on a pork secreto. I think that is the perfect cook for this type of meat. We're gonna bring this all inside and assemble our dish. Now remember, every time you grill meat or cook meat, let it rest for at least 5-10 minutes before slicing. This cut of pork has quickly become one of my favorites. Look at all the intramuscular fat. This is gonna give you all that pork flavor and the tenderness of wagyu. This is the level of doneness that I believe that is perfect for the secreto. Now onto the noodles. You will be using Vietnamese rice vermicelli. Don't be using pho noodles or bun cha noodles. Just cook this to package instructions and rinse it with cold water. This won't take very long, about 6-7 minutes. Now, when you're portioning out individual portions, I like to twist my noodles like this. It's gonna make eating a lot easier because if you just put on a handful or a pile of noodles onto a plate, it's all going to stick and clump together. This is going to show your guests and family members that you care. The herbs I'm using today is what was available to me. I have some Vietnamese coriander, mixed greens, mint, cucumber, culantro, cilantro. Use whatever's available and whatever you like. I have some chopped garlic and chopped chilies to add to my dish if I want more spicy. Now to assemble the dish, put some meatballs down, your sliced pork, and then enough broth just to barely cover. The final garnish is our pickled vegetables. Now this is my modern twist on a classic Vietnamese dish. It's time to dig in.
All right, so how do we eat this? Yes, this is a platter for one. I'm gonna show you guys how I eat this. I like to build bites. Now, what do I mean by that? Remember the little nest of noodles? So this bowl here, you're gonna build your first few bites. Add the noodles. Let's add a slice of meat. Let's add a meatball. Let's add some of these pickled vegetables. And then let's get some of this broth or sauce. This is meant to be a broth, so you can go be liberal with it. And if you want something spicy, you can add chilies and garlic to this. And the broth will help loosen up the noodles. You can see like that. Oops. And then now with your herbs and your vegetables, just take your pick, anything that you want, everything that you want, and just like that. And this is a really good start. This little vegetables here. This is what I'm really excited about. You're gonna see how nice and juicy this is. All that. Just beautiful. The texture is amazing.
I absolutely love how this secreto turned out. I think it's perfect.
Super tender. Tastes like pork, but feels like you're chewing on a ribeye. And then you just repeat the process until you're done. Or if you don't want this elaborate setup, you can just get a bigger bowl and make yourself a noodle bowl, you know, all the veggies and all the meat on top of it, and then just spoon the sauce over and then just eat it this way. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Give this recipe a try, a little modern twist on a classic Vietnamese dish. It's gonna improve your Bun Cha game. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Take care of yourselves, and as always, peace.